On the morning of the All-Japan Wedding Florists Contest, Honoka unlocked her shop and stepped into a nightmare. Months of work lay in shreds, every bouquet slashed and dripping with bleach. Stems snapped, petals brown and curling. The scent of chemicals still clung to the air, turning her stomach.
Number. The contest is in 6 hours. Everything I prepared, it's gone.
She sank to the floor, a choked sob escaping as she gathered the ruined stems in her hands.
Good luck now, Honoka. You are finished.
Misaki, you broke in here. You did this.
Through the glass, her rival's smirk confirmed it. Misaki had finally found a way to win.
She planned it perfectly. Wait until the night before, when there's no time to recover. She meant to destroy me.
The footage would show the scissors and bleach, but that was for later. Now, only the clock mattered.
6 hours. No backup flowers. No way to rebuild. I've lost everything.
Honoka staggered to the security monitor. The footage showed Misaki at 2 a.m., wielding scissors and a spray bottle.
There. She killed my chances. She didn't just want to win. She wanted me ruined.
Honoka recorded the footage onto her phone. Evidence, but evidence wouldn't bring back the flowers. She searched the ruined bouquets for a single stem still intact, but bleach had done its work too well.
This is pointless. Every stem is ruined. They're all dead.
She remembered her apprentices, Yuki, Riko, Mo. They had stayed up late to help her finish those bouquets, sharing her dream.
And now I have to tell them it was all for nothing, because of Misaki's spite.
Desperate for any lifeline, she called the one person who might understand, Kenta, her oldest friend.
Kenta, it's over. Misaki broke in last night. All the bouquets, she destroyed them. There's no time left.
Wait for me. I am coming.
The line went dead. Honoka stared at her phone, Kenta's 3 words echoing in the silence.
Wait for me. But what good will that do? He's 2 hours away, and we need hundreds of stems.
She paced the shop floor, weaving between broken stems. The clock ticked louder each minute.
Still, he didn't even ask what I needed. He just said he was coming. Like he already had a plan.
A memory surfaced. Kenta's farm. 3 years prior, his fields in bloom. They'd walked between greenhouses, laughing.
Back then, he told me I could always count on him, no matter what.
She dismissed it then, but now the memory felt weighted with an unvoiced promise.
He's never broken a promise. Not once. So why am I still doubting?
Honoka forced herself to stop pacing. She grabbed a broom and started sweeping the debris, each motion a small act of defiance.
Fine. I'll wait. But if he's not here in 2 hours, I am done.
Honoka called the wholesale flower market first. The pre-recorded message was blunt, closed for the seasonal holiday.
Of course. Misaki knew. That's why she picked last night.
She dialed every florist she knew. One by one, they either didn't answer or refused to spare a single stem.
None of them want to cross Misaki. Or maybe they just don't want to help. Either way, I am alone.
Her laptop screen glowed with the contest's withdrawal email form. One click and it would be over.
If I send this, I admit defeat. But at least I won't have to stand there empty-handed while Misaki laughs. Kenta once told me, "You don't need luck. Your hands make flowers sing."
She slammed the laptop shut and grabbed a spool of ribbon. If she would show up, she'd do it with hands that still remembered.
I'll go to the contest, even if I have nothing to present. I won't let Misaki win by default.
She tied practice bows, her fingers steadying. The room was still a ruin, but something in her spine had straightened. An engine rumbled outside, too heavy for a delivery van. Honoka's hands froze mid-knot.
That's Kenta's truck. He actually came.
She threw open the door. The truck bed overflowed with roses, peonies, and eucalyptus, dew still clinging to the petals.
Kenta, how did you? Your farm is hours away.
I left the moment you called. We can talk later. Start unloading. We've got maybe 4 hours.
Honoka grabbed buckets, rushing between the truck and her shop. The flowers were fresh cut, some still budded, perfect.
But it's just him. Even with all these, we can't finish 5 competition pieces in time. Not alone. Kenta, I am grateful, but we need more hands. We'll never make it.
I am not alone. Someone else is on the way. Someone who can make this right.
Someone else. Who could possibly? Kenta, even with all these flowers, 5 bouquets in 4 hours is impossible. We're still too slow.
Then we simplify. Smaller designs, cleaner lines, trust your hands. They know what to do.
Before Honoka could respond, the shop door burst open. Yuki, Riko, and Mo rushed in, aprons flapping.
Sensei? Kenta-san called us. We're here to help. What do you need first?
The team fell into frantic rhythm, stripping leaves, sorting petals, wiring stems. The floor disappeared under green.
Faster. We have to move faster. But even at this pace, we'll barely make half.
Then Kenta's phone rang. He stepped back, and Honoka saw the caller ID. Hayato.
Hayato-sensei. Yes. We're here at the shop. Understood. I'll tell her.
Hayato-sensei, the lead judge? Why would he be calling Kenta?
Honoka. That was Judge Hayato. He's 2 minutes away. He says this isn't over yet.
A sleek car pulled up, and Judge Hayato stepped out. His cream jacket crisp, the lanyard swinging. His face was set with purpose.
Honoka-san, I came the moment Kenta called. I've known your work since you were an apprentice. I recommended you for this contest. So when Kenta explained the sabotage, I invoked the emergency restoration clause. External sabotage is explicitly covered.
The restoration clause. I didn't even know it existed. He's giving us a chance.
Without a word, Honoka held up her phone. The security footage played. Misaki, scissors, the bleach spraying. Hayato's jaw tightened.
This is indisputable. I'll forward it to the ethics board immediately. Misaki won't set foot in the venue today.
You heard him. We rebuild under the clause. Every stem counts. Let's move.
Even Hayato rolled up his sleeves, stripping rose stems with practiced hands. The shop filled with the scent of fresh eucalyptus and purpose.
2 hours. We have 2 hours to rebuild everything from scratch. But now we have a reason to believe.
The team formed an assembly line. Kenta passing stems, Honoka arranging, the apprentices wiring ribbons. Hayato sorted by color with a judge's eye. The phone on the work table buzzed. Honoka glanced at the screen and froze, Misaki's name flashing like a threat.
You really think some farm flowers will save you? I am already at the venue, and you are still toiling like a fool.
Honoka's jaw set. She pressed speakerphone, holding the device out for the whole room to hear. Hayato pulled out a small digital recorder, his expression as hard as stone.
I should have used more bleach, but it's fine. No judge will look twice at your scrambled mess. You are finished.
Misaki-san, this is Judge Hayato. Your call is being recorded and will be submitted to the ethics board.
The line died instantly. A distant click of panic. Misaki had heard enough.
That snake? She admitted it on tape. Now she'll get what she deserves.
Honoka, look at me. Your hands are frozen again. Breathe, we're not stopping now.
Honoka exhaled, the tremor passing. The room refocused, hands moving faster than before, driven by a new fire. Hayato's phone rang again, the contest committee. He stepped aside, and his face grew stern as the conversation stretched on.
The committee has raised concerns about my prior relationship with Honoka-san. They're questioning whether the restoration clause was applied fairly.
Number. They think I used a personal connection to cheat. After all of this, they might not even let me compete. Does this mean they could invalidate our entry? Even with the footage and the clause?
They've scheduled a formal inquiry at the venue before judging. You'll have to present your case and your work. But the clause is ironclad, we just need to stand firm.
Then we give them no reason to doubt. These flowers will speak for themselves. We finish strong.
Frustration became fuel. 6 pairs of hands moved in a blur, stripping, wiring, arranging as if the flowers themselves were resisting defeat. Honoka's fingers ached, but she didn't slow. Each bouquet was a rebuttal. not a product of privilege, but of survival. With minutes to spare, the 5 finished bouquets stood on the counter, vibrant pinks, creams, and greens still holding the farm's morning dew.
We did it. Now, we just have to convince them. And the clock is still ticking toward that inquiry.
The finished bouquets stood on the counter, their petals fresh with morning dew, a silent answer to Misaki's cruelty. They loaded each bouquet into Kenta's truck with careful hands, as if the flowers were a fragile hope. The contest venue came into view, its banner fluttering. Anoka's heart hammered. Through the glass doors, Misaki was already inside, gesturing confidently to 2 officials. Then, she looked up. The confidence shattered. Her face went white as she recognized the truck.
She's already working the officials, but I won't let her lies stand.
She's already lost, Honoka. The truth is on our side, and so am I.
The committee will see what I see. Your work speaks for itself. Trust that.
They entered the grand hall, where the scent of roses and ambition filled the air. Contestants glanced their way. At the end of the corridor, the inquiry room door waited. Honoka took a breath and walked toward it. The committee sat, the screen lit with the security footage. Misaki, scissors in hand.
This is the footage from my shop. She broke in at 2 a.m., slashed every bouquet, and sprayed bleach.
That footage could be faked. Maybe she did it herself to frame me. She's been desperate for sympathy.
And this recording captures her voice, gloating over the phone. Judge Hayato recorded it himself.
I invoked the restoration clause because the sabotage was clear. My judgment is based on Honoka's skill, nothing else.
I drove 2 hours with flowers from my farm. Honoka earned her place. She doesn't cheat.
I've known her since she was an apprentice, but that only makes me more certain of her integrity.
The head judge announced they would deliberate. The committee filed out.
I've told the truth. Now it's up to them to see it.
The door shut. The waiting began. Behind the closed door, Hayato faced the skeptical judges. The footage played again, frame by damning frame.
You see, the timestamp 2 a.m., the bleach, the scissors. No one stages that against themselves. This is sabotage. For 15 years, I've judged integrity. Honoka has it. Misaki's deception is clear. We cannot let her scheme win.
Outside, Honoka paced the corridor, her fingers tracing the edge of her apron. The silence was deafening.
You spoke the truth, Honoka. Whatever they decide, I am proud of you. You rebuilt flowers from a nightmare.
If I lose now, it's not just me. You, the apprentices, Hayato-san, you all fought with me. I can't let that mean nothing.
It already means everything. You showed them who you are. That won't be erased.
The door clicked open. The committee filed back in, their expressions unreadable.
This is it. After everything, it comes down to this moment.
The head judge held a sealed document. The verdict had been reached. The head judge opened the document. The verdict was sealed with a single stamp. Disqualified. Misaki's face went white.
No, this is a setup. You can't do this to me.
Security guards seized her arms. She kicked and cursed as they dragged her toward the door. Misaki's threats faded down the corridor, her words swallowed by the heavy silence that followed.
She's really gone. The committee believed me. My bouquets will be judged.
You stood your ground, Honoka. No matter what happens next, you've already won.
Honoka-san, a word, privately, between us. Your bouquets were the finest here. You've won, but the official announcement is at the ceremony. Tell no one.
I won, but I can't say a word. Not to Kenta, not to anyone. This secret is going to crush me.
The weight of the secret settled on her. But beneath it, a fierce hope burned brighter than ever. Honoka and Kenta slipped into a quiet corner backstage, where the noise of hurried stagehands and the distant hum of the crowd faded.
Whatever happens out there, I need you to know something. And I need you to really listen, Honoka.
His voice has that weight again. The same as when he said, "Wait for me." Back then, it pulled me out of despair.
I've always believed in you. Not just your talent, the person you are. That won't change. no matter what.
Kenta,
But before the words could form, an announcement blared through the backstage speakers. The awards ceremony was starting. They walked to their seats side by side, the charged silence heavy with an almost confession.
I almost said it. The words were right there. Why couldn't I finish?
Kenta glanced at her, his eyes holding a question he didn't voice. The lights dimmed. The first notes of the ceremony music filled the hall. The ceremony swept through minor prizes like a current. Anoka barely heard the names. Her pulse drummed louder than the applause. Then the stage lights swelled. The head judge stepped forward with the unopened envelope. Hayato's voice cut the silence.
The grand prize of the All Japan Wedding Florists Contest goes to Hanoka.
Anoka's legs carried her up the steps before her mind caught up. The applause crashed like a wave.
Anoka-san, you built beauty from a wound. This is your moment. This is your moment.
She took the trophy, its weight solid and real. Tears streaked her cheeks, catching the spotlight.
Thank you. This morning, I thought I'd lost everything. But someone showed me that I wasn't alone. Kenta,
A hush fell. The audience leaned in.
Kenta, would you come up here?
The room held its breath. Kenta rose slowly, every step echoing. A sharp shout cut through the silence. All heads turned to the back of the hall.
You cheated. All of you. This is a fraud. She doesn't deserve that trophy.
Security seized her arms again. This time, she wouldn't return. Her screams echoed down the corridor, then nothing. The heavy doors sealed shut. Hayato stepped to the microphone, his voice steady. We will take a brief recess. Please remain seated. Backstage, Hanoka's hands shook. Kenta found her in a dim corner, away from the lights.
She's truly gone now. Don't let her poison what you've built tonight.
I can't let her end my speech. I need to finish what I started. I need to say it.
Kenta's thumb brushed away a tear. He nodded, stepping back to give her space. The recess bell rang. Hanoka straightened, the weight of unspoken words pressing her forward.
You don't have to say anything else. The trophy already tells everyone what you are worth.
This isn't about the contest anymore, Kenta. It's about something I should have said a long time ago.
She turned and walked toward the stage, leaving the shadows behind. The curtain parted, and the spotlight found her again. Hayato gave her a small nod, stepping aside. The crowd quieted, sensing something unfinished.
Before I was interrupted, I was about to thank someone who means more to me than anyone here knows. Kenta, please come back up. I need to say this looking at you.
In the front row, Kenta stood. The spotlight operator guided the beam to him, and the hall fell utterly silent.
This is it. No turning back. After everything we've survived, these next words are the hardest.
Kenta climbed the stage steps, his own hands now visibly trembling. He stopped an arm's length away. The audience of hundreds held a single shared breath.
Kenta, I kept one of these. The first flower you ever gave me.
She drew a single white peony from the bouquet near the podium. Its petals still held dew.
That day you gave me this. You said my hands made flowers sing. I started falling for you then, and I never stopped.
Anoka, I've loved you since the day you first walked into my greenhouse. I should have said it years ago.
They closed the distance at the same instant. The peony pressed between them as they held each other. The hall erupted. A standing ovation, flashbulbs, igniting like a storm of stars. Even the judges were on their feet. Hayato wiped his eyes before anyone could notice.
This is the real prize.
I am never letting go again.
Caught on 100 phones, that moment began to fly outward. By morning, the video would carry their story across a nation. A week after the ceremony, an official letter landed on Misaki's desk. The red stamp read, "Banned."
The Florists Association. They can't do this. Every contest, every supplier, cut off. My career is a corpse.
Then the landlord called. He'd been a regular at Hanoka's shop for years. His voice was stone. "I won't house a business built on sabotage. Your lease is terminated, effective immediately."
You can't. I paid every month. This is illegal.
The line went dead. By month's end, her shop stood empty. A "For Rent" sign hung where her name used to glow.
I schemed to destroy her, and instead I destroyed myself. Every last petal of my reputation is gone.
The window, where she'd once smirked, now showed a woman who'd lost everything. Her name, her craft, her future. Misaki walked away from the glass, swallowed by the city's evening shadows. The video of their confession spread like wildfire. By morning, it had millions of views. Comments poured in. Strangers touched by a love story that rose from a florist's nightmare. National news picked up the story. The headline read, "From Sabotage to Triumph. The florist who won more than a contest."
Our story on a national article. I never imagined this.
Honoka and Kenta were invited for a television interview. Sitting side by side, they finally shared the full story.
That morning, I thought I'd lost everything. But Kenta showed me that hope can bloom even in the worst ruin.
She's always been the one. I just waited too long to say it.
Behind the cameras, orders for Honoka's shop tripled. The phone rang constantly. Brides across Japan wanting bouquets. Her dream of national recognition had come true. Not through a contest, but through a story of resilience and love. The shop that had been a crime scene was now a destination. And Honoka, once kneeling in sorrow, now stood in the light. The following spring, an elegant invitation arrived. Simple, handwritten, with a pressed white peony inside.
Sensei's bouquet has to be perfect. She taught us everything. Now it's our turn to give her something beautiful.
Yuki, Riko, and Mo worked side by side, their hands no longer shaky. Now they were the designers.
She'll cry when she sees these. I just know it.
The wedding was set in a cherry blossom garden, petals drifting like gentle snow. Honoka stood in her wedding dress, a wildflower crown in her hair, holding a bouquet of peonies from Kenta's farm.
From slashed stems to this, every petal is a promise kept.
Kenta waited at the flower arch, a single peony pinned to his lapel. The apprentices placed the final bouquets on the guest chairs, stepping back with quiet pride. Everything was ready. The garden held its breath, waiting for the bride. Music began. Honoka walked down the petals-strewn aisle, cherry blossoms swirling in the spring breeze. At the flower arch, their hands joined. Kenta's voice was steady, each word a vow sealed with the scent of peonies.
With this peony, I promise to bloom beside you, through every storm and every spring.
They kissed under a shower of petals, the garden erupting in joyful applause.
To Honoka and Kenta, who showed us that flowers can grow from any wound.
The cake was a masterpiece of fresh flowers, each bloom a tiny echo of Kenta's fields. They danced under strings of light, surrounded by friends who had become family. As evening settled, the garden quieted, petals scattered like confetti on the grass. In the last light, they stood alone, foreheads together. The world just the two of them, and the love that had waited so long finally bloomed forever.